was not exactly out of nowhere for Tony because he's been giving you points all season long, but not quite like this. Was there a point along the way where you kind of thought he's putting together what turned out to be a pretty special night?
I think he's had a pretty special season in a lot of ways. Obviously, he's got a unique skill set. His vision's uncanny. He's as good a passer as I've been around, and he just had it all going tonight. There's certain games where the puck finds its way in the back of the net, and every play you make ends up being a goal, and he had that night tonight.
Probably a little more volume than you'd like a rookie goaltender to see, but what your thoughts on his second start?
Thought he was really good, and we needed him to be. Certainly not the continuation of what we saw for 2 games, but we're not going to go from where we were to where we all want us to be overnight, that's for sure. We're going to take some steps back from a defensive standpoint and a mindset standpoint. And that happened tonight, but I thought obviously we were productive offensively and we capitalized on our chances.
Just Lindgren, do you have an update on him?
Yeah, day-to-day, lower body. Blocked a shot, so.
He played a lot after the block shot in the beginning, you mean?
Yeah, it was early in the first, and it just got a little tight on him, so be day-to-day.
Tony really seems to bring a unique energy to the room. How would you describe his personality and just his upbeat attitude and what he brings to the team behind the scenes?
He's a very likable guy. I mean, he's, gets along well with all the guys in the room. He's got a dynamic personality, and he's just a fun guy to be around. And, he's got that personality that's magnetic, and he's a strong personality in our room.
On the ice, I mean, we've talked about him taking chances. When's the right time? When's the wrong time? Did you feel like tonight he had a really good feel for when to push forward and do that?
Yeah, I think overall throughout the season he's made better decisions on when to get involved offensively and when maybe to not. And I think when you do that, you do get rewarded. I think the game will present plenty of opportunity to create offense.
There were a couple of times last year where he had to sit because of things that weren't necessarily on the ice. So how has that progressed this year where there doesn't seem to have been a blip?
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about him in every aspect, and listen, guys grow up and guys continue to evolve, and, he's a guy that has, like I said, he's got a great skill set, and one of the things that you see off the ice is he's growing up, he's more mature, he's still got his great personality, and but he's becoming he's a true pro right now.
Did you mean when he came in here this year, did you need to talk to him about that, or was it on the slope?
It wasn't smooth sailing early. I mean, I thought early on he was good, and then we had a couple of conversations and things were not in a great spot, and for the last 2 months he's really done a great job. He really has.
Have you sensed with all the talk about net front presence that has been noticeably better? And if so, what do you think turned the tide for you guys with that?
Well, I think our forwards are going there. I mean, you look at the goals, right? Tony's the end of the 5-on-3. Kreider's doing a hell of a job screening, and then Howden and McKegg are taking turns screening. So, I mean, we understand that, we can't just score highlight reel goals. There's got to be that hard-working element to it, as the Devils showed tonight. I mean, they do a great job getting the net, and they've got an attitude around the net, and our guys are getting better in that area, and it's the reason why we were productive offensively. Now we did have a little bit of a snarl around the offensive net.
Did you get an explanation on that third goal for the Devils, the one where Igor got knocked over?
Yeah, it was a continuation. The rule is if there's a continuation and the net comes off, then it is a goal. And again, there's no need to. I mean, they went to the video and whatnot, so I mean, it was what it is. What it is.
Just the last one on Igor. You hadn't had a chance to see him up close a lot until these last couple of games. I know you had the preseason, but is there anything that's standing out to you? Now 2 games you've gotten to watch him in a row.
Well, when it hits him, it sticks with him. I mean, he's a guy that not only does he catch it, but when he hits him in the chest, it doesn't. He really absorbs the puck well, which is a big deal. Obviously, especially when you get a team like the Devils who go in the net as hard as they do and are looking for those second chances, as we all are. but he does a heck of a job not giving up those rebounds that are lying around the crease.